Hey everyone, I am so excited to be here and just talk to you more about content creation and how you can really utilize your content to reach your goals in your business. Because I think oftentimes we know that we should be a product of the product, we know that we should be sharing things, but we're not always being as strategic with what we're sharing. And so, my hope is today I'll be able to give you some really good tangible tips and things and exercises that you can go and implement and start to create stronger content to really help you hit your goals. So, for those of you, just to back up a little bit, for those of you who don't know me, my name is Kelsey Connor. I have been a coach for a little over 2 years. I'm a lifetime diamond. I just recently hit Success Club Legend, which I'm super excited about. And I was working this business part time, but now I do it full time. I have two boys at home, a 2 and a 4-year-old. And so it's brought me so much freedom, which when I started this business, that was my ultimate goal, just to create more freedom. And now I'm so excited to continue to create that. So, first things first, I want you to really think through what you're doing right now. How are you determining what you share every day? Are you kind of like flying by the seat of your pants and just like, okay, I'm going to share my workout, I'm going to share a meal, I'm going to, talk about my team, share some lifestyle, and just kind of doing it all, which is great. And that's awesome because first things first, you're obviously sharing. And that's sometimes a big hurdle to get over if you're not familiar with using social media or you just haven't been using it consistently. So if you're using it every day and you're getting the hang of using it every day, doing the right things already. But now what I want to do to you is I want you to take a step further and I want you to really start thinking about when and what you're sharing and making sure that meets your goals. So for example, if you are pushing for a diamond, but you're missing some coaches and you really need to hit, well, we all should really hit that soon anyway, but we need you to add coaches. So are you even talking about the coaching opportunity? So for me, that might be my goal this week. I need to add 3 coaches this week. So I'm going to make that my goal. Or maybe you haven't hit Success Club yet this month and it's September 23rd. So you need to get on that. So your goal this week might be talking more about your upcoming challenge group for October or the new work coming out. And that's going to be your goal this week. But whatever it is, I mean, typically those are 2 of the biggest goals, either add coaches or hit Success Club and add new challengers. But what I want to do is walk you through an exercise on hopefully how you can kind of break down how to hit that goal. And we're going to reverse engineer it. So I'm going to share my screen. That's why I wanted to record. So here's an example of something that I love to do with my coaches. And I'm also going to give this to you a blank copy so you can hopefully take it and implement it. Or you can take something similar and try and use it. So when you think about your goal for the week, my goal for this week is going to be add 3 coaches. Now, in order to do that, I'm going to start thinking about all of the objections I typically get when it comes to someone not wanting to do maybe network marketing or someone not wanting to do coaching. So these are some of the common objections I get. So my goal is I want to add 3 coaches. I'm going to take a step back and think through my objections I get. And what I would challenge you to do is take a piece of paper and do this exercise when you're watching this video. So maybe your goal is different, but I want you, or maybe it's similar, but I want you to write the objections you specifically get. So for me, I often get, I don't want to be in a network marketing business. That's not me. Totally get it. I was there too. Okay. I don't want to share too much. Parts of my life are private. I just could never, do what you do, Kelsey, because you share all the time and I'm just not going to do that. Okay, valid. I don't want to be salesy. I think we've all heard that, or I don't have time. So then what I want you to do is you could do this in here, you could do this on your phone, you could do this on a piece of paper. I want you to draw a line and I want you to then map out how you can overcome that objection. So how you can show that value in your stories or in your post and overcome and kind of squash the objection that you're maybe getting regularly, because I get all of these all the time. So I didn't want to be in a network marketing business, but I never knew the community I would gain. I never knew the support. I went to one of my coach's weddings. We just threw a baby shower for my own coach. Like all of these things I never thought I would get from just saying yes to a challenge group and then, trying to earn a little extra income. Had no idea. And do your followers really understand that? And if they don't, and if you're not sharing that, then of course they're never going to join you because they don't understand the value. And I think sometimes, not to get off on a tangent, but I think sometimes we just focus so hard on inviting and pouring all of this in invites, which invites are still important and critical, but sometimes you can actually show so much of what you're pouring into maybe into an individual invitation and trying to counteract like all of these objections. You could be doing that in your stories and your post. Okay, so back to objections. All right, I don't want to share too much. You know what? I didn't either. And there's still parts of my life I don't have to share everything. But I also never knew that when I got a little bit more vulnerable, how much it would resonate with people, how many lives I could change, and how much fulfillment it would give me. So that's a way you can start to show that. So when I say show value and overcome, this is how you can start to create a post topic or a story topic for a specific day this week to help counter that objection. I don't want to be salesy. I feel you, I don't either. But I love, love, love to stress to my coaches that the job starts when someone actually buys. That's when the work begins, because then it's up to you. They put their trust in you. They could have gone with another coach down the street, but they went with you because you obviously resonated with them. So it is a job where you're selling an initial pack, but then you are also giving yourself to them to help them reach their goals. And so I think you have to remember that it's not just a sales job. And then finally, I don't have time. And a really good friend reminded me of this recently. Yes, coaching might take out a little more of your time now. But what is it going to take away in the future from you so you can have more time? So for me, it's already taken away that full-time job that made me travel 4 times a month. And I'm now home with my kids more. So that is an incredible post I love to do at least once a week, or whenever I have the focus of the week, the goal of the week to be adding new coaches. I love to talk about the freedom it's created. So that's an example of how to do the exercise. And then here's a section where you can actually plan your post and your content. So today, I'm going to probably do a post about our tribe and the community. And actually, I'm not going to actually do this one this week. I did a lot of this last week, but as an example day, I would talk about the cruise or something about our community or the wedding I went to. And then I'll do a coaching stories about trips and summit and all the things that come in addition to coaching. And I mentioned Unfold. That's an awesome free app that I use that makes your stories just look cleaner. It's very simple to use. You can use it straight from your phone. And it's just a way to jazz up your stories, and it doesn't take a ton of time. If anyone has questions on how to use it, happy to answer those. And I think I actually even have a training from my team where I show them how to use it. And then maybe Tuesday, it's more about a post about changing lives and like how there's all these transformations I've had a hand in, and showing testimonials and transformation photos in my stories, or even like how our challenge groups works. So you get the drift. So each day I'm sprinkling in content that aligns back to this goal. And even like Thursday, maybe it's just like a date night for my husband and I, but I talk subtly about how I'm able to do this date night, or we're able to get away for our anniversary this weekend, true story, because of coaching. So that's kind of the idea of doing the exercise, because then it makes this part of your job, which is planning content, so much easier. And I think it comes a lot naturally because you're not forcing yourself to create a post like another coach. I mean, number one rule in this business, put on your blinders, show who you are, not who Erin is or not who Annie is, show who you are. But this exercise will help make the post so much easier, because when you are so focused on your goal, like I have to add 3 coaches this week. I know I need to add 3 coaches this week. I'm then going to get like super serious about my content because I don't want to miss an opportunity to not focus back on my goal, but still show like, my kids or my husband or like reading books. Like, I can still show real life, but it always has some little touch back to your goal. And so maybe, here I'll give you guys a link to this so you can have this too. But another example might be, okay, if you need to add challengers, I took some notes. What's one of the biggest objections we get as coaches? Costs too much all the time. So for me, what I've done is, okay, an objection I get, I need to add a challenger this week. Everyone's telling me it costs too much. Okay. So what I need to show in my stories and what I need to show in my posts this week is, yes, it's an investment, but oh my goodness, like I literally spent $110 every single month for my boutique cycle studio that I wasn't even getting to because of my kids. So many people have gym memberships that cost a ton more and they don't even utilize them. And that's not always the case, but maybe that could be one post or even just a story topic that you could talk about. Another thing is just all the things we spend on. So, pumpkin spice lattes are hot right now, but gosh, like that is a $4.50 or $4.50 to $7.50 drink, depending on what size you get and what area you are in. And Shakeology and your workouts is less than $4 a day. So I think like you just have to start to paint these like very vivid examples sometimes because people don't always realize what they're spending. Another one is, does your gym, if I encounter someone who loves their gym or they're not really using it as much, but they're still loyal, totally understand that. But maybe on the days they don't make it, they could still use this because, wait, does your gym offer a nutritionist and someone to help plan your meals and a support team? There's all these value added benefits that as coaches, it's our job to make sure we're showing that and not just pouring it into an invite, like on Messenger, like, oh, this is all you get. You get this, 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 and this. Yes, that's great in an invite, but tell everyone, like kill 2 birds with 1 stone, like share it more in your feed and in your stories. And therefore, it's going to make the invite process so much easier. And then another favorite excuse of mine, one of my coach friends told me or said she loves to tell this one is like, can you put a price tag on your health? Because this is like preventative care. I used to have really high cholesterol, and it's gone down because I've been focused on what I've been eating and on exercising. So that's another way. And then like the time excuse too. There's so many things like we can talk about, show value. You can do posts about, make time for things that are important for you. Like I'm not going to miss a date night with my hubs. I'm not going to miss like friend time. I'm not going to miss like every night of The Bachelor. So there's things that we make time for, but your health should be at the top of that list. And those are great post topics. Those are great story topics. And another example too, when you're thinking about content, is also give value back. So if time is something you're hearing over and over again, as a mom of 2, I hear it all the time when I talk to other moms, do a Instagram video, live video, or IGTV, or a story or a post about like time management tips, like how you make it work. Show them that even though you're really busy, like they can do this too, and give them valid tips that they can then take and implement. And then when they're ready to join you, they're going to think of you because you've provided value to their life. So hopefully that was helpful. Like I said, I'll give you this template that you can use. And yeah, if you have any questions, let me know. But it has made planning my week so much easier. It takes me about 25 to 30 minutes. I do it on a weekend and just kind of map out everything, and things change. I don't always stick to it, but it really does help making like what you're sharing easy because you don't have to think about it during the week. And it also gets you one step closer to your goals. It makes inviting a lot easier. So hopefully that's helpful. And yeah, I'll talk to you guys soon.